What's up, everybody? Just want to go live for a little bit, share some news, give a toast to Larry Allen, greatest offensive lineman NFL has ever seen. Let us get into it. Yes, Deuce Vaughn, Trey Lance, Justin Jefferson just got paid. Let me find some stories on all these guys. Deuce Vaughn, Justin Jefferson, no, C-Lam. Jack, Cowboys news. Look up persons. All right. Let's get into it. I'll be right back. Let's do. How's everybody doing? I'll be right back. We'd like to first give a toast to Larry Allen, passed away while on vacation in Mexico just a few days ago. Greatest offensive line the Cowboys and the NFL has ever had. To Larry. Larry Allen spent, except for 2 years, his entire career with the Cowboys. Super Bowl 30 champion, six-time first-team All-Pro, 1996 to 2001. Second-team All-Pro in 1995. And was a Pro Bowler 11 times, 1995 to 2001, and then 2003 to 2006. He was on the All-Rookie team in 1994, as well as the 1990s and 2000s All-Decade team, the Cowboys Ring of Honor, and the 100th anniversary all-time team. We'll miss you, Larry. He's only 52 years old. All right. Let's get into it. Deuce Vaughn. Let's see, rookie review. Well, it's not really a rookie. Running back Deuce Vaughn has a big opportunity in the jumbled. Let's see what it says. That's 3 days ago. This one was 9 hours ago. Of course, Deuce Vaughn is working out as a wide receiver. Says he has a big opportunity in a jumbled backfield. It isn't too often in theboys.com. It isn't too often that a team's 6th and 7th round picks from a year ago have a very clear path to go from backup players to real contributors on offense. But that's exactly what the Dallas Cowboys are hoping for with running back Deuce Vaughn. Wide receiver Jalen Brooks. Where's Jalen Brooks? I think he was a 7th round pick out of Southern Alabama. Let me see. If I'm not mistaken, Jalen Tolbert was drafted a little higher. Let's see. Jalen Brooks, 7th round pick, 244. Last year out of South Carolina. So I guess Jalen Tolbert is from South Alabama, I think, and he's from Jalen Brooks is South Carolina. Okay. He's 24 years old. He just turned 24. He played for Wingate, Tarleton South, and South Carolina. Let's see what his stats are. I don't think he has any stats. 64 receiving yards, 6 receptions. And that was last year, so and nothing in the postseason. Excuse me. So, well, if Jalen Brooks can step it up and Deuce Vaughn can catch the ball, well, that'd be just fine. If that's something that can happen, the camera looks a little blurry. I hope that gets fixed pretty soon. Hello, how's it going? I don't know who's on there, but how's it going? I'll send some hearts. We had such a good Thursday night Q&A yesterday. I want to talk about some more stuff today. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, blogging the boys. Let's see. Both players have been getting valuable work in the team's OTA practices, and I've seen players ahead of them on the depth chart leave in free agency. Yeah, we also have players not being there, like CeeDee Lamb, which gives more opportunity to both Jalen Tolbert and Jalen Brooks. Tolbert being ahead of him, Brooks being right there, Brandon Cooks. We didn't bring in like a Zay Jones or anything, so it's going to be like, CeeDee Lamb will get everything. He's he's the all pro. They're comparing him to Justin Jefferson, see how much he's gonna get. But ugh. But yeah, it's gonna be like Brandon Cooks. I mean, Kamonte Turpin is right there, but I guess Kamonte, Jalen Tolbert, and Jalen Brooks, right? That's like four. Hopefully, we don't even keep Brandon Cooks. People still think of Kamonte Turpin. He'll have to work his way in there. Maybe he's third, and then Jalen Brooks is just not there at all. But he's gonna have to. Jalen Brooks is gonna have to step it up. Kamonte Turpin's gonna have to step it up. So we'll see what happens with that. See. First domino to fall was Tony Pollard signing with the Titans. Yeah, because he was the backup. It was Zeke. As far as running backs, it was Zeke, um, and Tony Pollard, which worked for a little while. And then I guess Rico Dowdles, whoever else was back there. Then it was Tony Pollard, then Rico Dowdles and Deuce Vaughn. And now it's Deuce Vaughn, Rico Dowdles. They brought in Royce Freeman. Like, is he good? He's gonna have to ball out and do his best work. Is Zeke still good? He's gonna have to get something. Like, all these guys are gonna step it up. Is Deuce Vaughn gonna have as many receiving yards as rushing yards? Because that could definitely be the case. So we'll see. We'll see. Cowboys clearly close to ending the Deuce Vaughn experiment after desperate move. Desperate move? Why is that desperate move? Are we suddenly getting rid of number 42? Let's see. The Landry Hat. Oh, that's a good name. That's a good name. The LandryHat.com. That's a good name for a website. I visited Tom Landry's grave. I visited a couple times because it's in Austin. It's at the Texas State Cemetery. And, it has the hat there. It's very nice. Like, it's great. I mean, I don't know if you drank anything, but go. Smoke a bottle of whiskey, take a shot with him or something. I don't know. Actually, Bob Bullock's there too. He's more of a drinker. You can take a shot with him. He's more likely to, leave a bottle, leave a shot glass there. People be like, okay, that makes sense. But yeah, take a shot for Tom Landry. Seemed like a formality that the Cowboys would draft a running back this year. Yeah, because we could have got one in the fourth round, but Trey Lance, we traded that for Trey Lance, which I guess we were trying to trade for our future, which is, it's good that we have a capable backup, but Cooper Rush is our capable backup now. We have a capable backup after all these years. In 2022, found a capable backup. Who's our backup in 21? Kellen Moore was a backup. Dak was a backup. So he was a capable backup. So you could say Tony Romo's best backup was Dak. That's pretty crazy. And we finally go with the quarterback in the 4th round. Anyway. When push came to shove, though, they preferred Notre Dame linebacker Maris Lafu. I can never, I don't be able to pronounce the name. Number 87 overall pick over USC star Marshawn Lloyd, who some experts believe was the best running back in the class. Yeah, running backs were taken in the 2nd and 3rd round. I think there was a rush in the 3rd or 4th round. I mean, if you don't have Zeke was a 1st round guy, he was picked like number 4 with us in 16. So we really needed to. I mean, it's so frustrating though. We could have got. We didn't get anybody. We didn't draft anybody. I mean, we brought Zeke back, our former 1st round pick. We're just not following the formula that we did in the 90s. Troy Aikman was there. He's our 1st overall pick. He was good. We had Emmitt Smith. We had Michael Irvin. Well, we're not cratering, so we don't have high draft picks. We're good. We're 12-5, but we're just like. We keep being 12-5, 12-5, 12-5, winning an easy game and losing against the damn 49ers too. Is this the 80s? Are we back in the 80s? The damn 49ers. 90s? I mean, we just keep doing this stuff. We just keep losing. Given the state of the Cowboys running back room, and that Lloyd was selected with the very next pick by the Packers, it's going to be interesting and stressful to compare and contrast Lofu and Lloyd's career. Yeah. Look up Marshawn Lloyd. USC. I mean, USC was good. Offensively, defensively, not so much. So they got arguably the best. The Packers got arguably the best running back. South Carolina, USC. In the draft, well, that's just not good. Statistics: 228, 573. That's South Carolina. 1 year with the USC, 820. So he was arguably the best. I mean, what about the guy who got what draft was he? What pick? Round 3, pick 88. The best was round 3. I mean, this is just craziness. I guess the best was round 3. But yeah. So we didn't even get, I guess, the best round 3 prospect we could have gotten. Let's take a look at some other news. This is good. This is good practice too. I need to warm up in the off season. This is definitely a good time to warm up. I didn't even stream any games last year. I mean, I didn't even think of it, know how. I didn't have a webcam. But this is good practice to get more information about the Cowboys. So I'm not just staring at a blank webcam while I actually talk about these games and do a live play-by-play and be like, oh, I don't know about Micah Parsons. Was he a defensive player of the year? No, I mean, he's getting close, but now I know. I can say CeeDee Lamb was all pro. First team all pro, 3-time Pro Bowler, 5,100 yards, playoff games, like 3. One was 200 yards, one was 100 yards. I can say that stuff. The first one, he was like non-existent. That was like 2020. Now it was 21, 22, and 23. And that's the last 3 years. And we've been in the playoffs all 3 years. Lost to Brock Purdy. Which sucks. All right. So I guess that's that. That's that. Deuce Vaughn. Deuce Vaughn is the last running back drafted by the Cowboys. Was he even drafted? No, yeah, he was drafted. Yeah, he was drafted because his dad was personnel director. Well, on the personnel team, and then he got to make the call. So let's see. Fortunately, the Vaughn experiment has not panned out. He's the 3rd round running back. All right, he was 3rd round. You put Rico Dowdle ahead of him, which is Rico Dowdle. Is he Florida? Is he Florida? I think it's Florida. South Carolina. Dang it, we had one from Florida. He's South Carolina, undrafted 2020. We had one from Florida. Well, that was Malik Davis. I think I said something about how he didn't have any carries last year in one of my videos. He's on the practice squad, so it's probably why. Of course, you can get promoted from the practice squad at any time, but we have our 3 running backs, so we don't really need any. Florida, 526 in 2017, then 2020, 310 yards and 487 yards. I guess he just backup or something. In 18-19, he didn't really do that much. Rushing yards so far is 161. So in 2022, he had that, and then he only played in one game in 23 and didn't get anything. So that's crazy. I thought he didn't play in any games. So he played in one game. That one night right there makes a little bit of a difference. I guess he got to suit up because someone was hurt. I guess who was the starting? Maybe Joey Pollard was hurt in the last game, or he didn't suit up, and then he got to do a game. But I'm rooting for you because you're from Florida. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm rooting for you because you're from Florida. I didn't mean to say anything discouraging about you. You just didn't get any yards. You didn't get anything last year. You got something in 2022, but Waved August 23 resigned to the practice squad. Okay, he signed a future reserve contract in January this year. So if we need a 4th running back, I guess he'll be in consideration. Well, 5th running back. Zeke, Royce Freeman, Rico Dowdle, Deuce Vaughn. As far as our running back situation, Rico Dowdle. So I just looked up. Rico Dowdle. And I did a video about this. What happens next with Zeke? I should have titled it like our running back situation or something like that. That would have been, people would have been like, okay, we're going to talk about the running back situation. But I said, now what? Zeke is back, now what? And then I went to the history. So maybe next time I'll just like legit dive into the history of the Dallas Cowboys running backs, and then just do a straight up video on it. Let's see. Undrafted 2020, Rico Dowdle, which is fine. Undrafted is fine. Miles Austin was undrafted. Tony Romo was undrafted. And they were quite the pair. I mean, undrafted doesn't really mean, it's just harder to get recognized in camp and harder to sign with the team if you're undrafted. That's what that means. What's up? Jaren. Yeah, man, I'm doing some practice. I gotta practice, get more watch hours. More watch hours. I'm trying to get memberships for you guys. My goal is 3 months for all that. And I'm practicing. I gotta practice. Last night was pretty good. Thank you. Oh yes, yes. I like the combination. You know what? I can't. It's still a little blurry. I'm gonna put it down and see what happens. Yeah, yeah. I picked this up at Kohl's. It's just a simple T-shirt. Parsons, Mike Parsons. You might get other shirts. I have a limited supply, but you never know. I wonder if that'll fix it. Actually, that kind of made it a little blurrier. But maybe if it focuses, then it'll do better. I mean, that did make it blurrier, legitimately blurrier. I hope it kind of fixes it though. I hope it goes up a little bit and just kind of, well, that looks a lot better. That actually looks a lot better. I just pointed it up. That actually looks a lot better. Okay, cool. Thank you. Gotta practice. got to practice for those Thursday night Q&As. You know, this is all practice too. I gotta get better at talking about football. I gotta be more knowledgeable about football. I spent 3 days, 3 nights reading about the history of the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know if people found that boring. I had a couple people randomly come on at 2 o'clock in the morning, so that was pretty dope. I'm just reading this book. I read like 3 books, maybe 2 out of 5, 2 or 3 out of 5 about the Dallas Cowboys. I didn't talk that much Cowboys news last night, so I'm diving into it today. You know, it takes a little while. You gotta get used to it too. You gotta be a presenter. You gotta be a host. You gotta be, a YouTuber. It doesn't happen overnight. I've been a YouTuber almost a year. In fact, this is my 11th month anniversary. This is my 12-month anniversary. Because June 28th is my 1 year anniversary. July 22nd is the 1 year anniversary of the D-Bell Sports Show. And on that day, season 2 will officially commence. Which, of course, I could have started season 2 right after the Super Bowl because that's when everything resets. But I started it last year, late June, inspired by Tom Grossi, and then I started the Debo Sports Show reporting on the mini camps and OTAs for everything. So now OTAs is going on. We have a bunch of OTAs, which I can do as many videos as I want. But season 2 will officially kick off. Reporting on minicamp and OTAs for the 2024 season. So that'll be a video. I'll think season 2 will start July 22nd. But anyway, and then of course I wrote a script about rookie minicamp, but I haven't done it yet. It's been raining. I wanted to do it outside. I want to get my NFC East reporters out there. So let's check it out. But thank you everyone who's on right now. I appreciate it. I love you guys. Yeah, let's finish this story up. There's also the fact that Vaughn reunited with his father, Chris Vaughn, who works in the Cowboys scouting department. Yeah. The reaction from Vaughn's father on draft night made for one of the most wholesome moments in recent draft history. That was really nice. That was really cool. Vaughn started at Kansas State, and his electric highlights as an undersized running back dominating Giants made him an instant fan favorite. The excitement following the pick was palpable. So, yeah. Deuce Vaughn, the last running back to be picked by us. That was last year. Vaughn experiment has not pinned out. What he was like 6th round or something. I mean, to be on the verge of ending altogether. Switching to wide receiver for the 2024 season. While Vaughn is still taking reps at running back, he's getting work at wide receiver, specifically the slot position. The slot position. You know what? For all my novice fans out there, I'm a novice sports fan. I should talk about what the slot position is. Because I don't even know. What was the slot position? Let's find out together. Slot position. Wide receiver. Because I'll need to comment on all these things while I'm going live to talk about